Hey, what is going on? How's everybody doing? Let me straighten myself out here. Switch around the way I was sitting. Man, what is going on? This is just a hangout stream. No watch along tonight. I'm going to do some things with the family and everything, but I'm going to come on here and say thanks and hang out with you all for a little bit. Um, Huge thanks. I didn't think it would ever happen. I thought I had been, you know, jinxed or sabotaged out of the thousand that I have reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, very much. Everybody who stuck with me for the last 3 years, over 3 years, and all you new folks as well. Stacy in here. Hey, what's up, Stacy? Hey, what's up, Russ? What's up, Ninja? Richard Dar. Hey, baby, how you doing? I need to give you a wrench. Let's see here. We got here. Hey, Rusty, what's happening? Here. Hey, what's going on, Baron? Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Baron. Welcome, welcome. What we got happening here? Man, hey, Brent was in here earlier too. Hey, thanks, Brent. Appreciate that. Hey, congratulations. Hey, man. You know, think. Oh, my youngest son, my 18-year-old in the chat. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, man. It means a lot to me. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? Been a long time. Those of you who don't know, Karen and I discuss things and everything, and we're adults. We move past the stupid shit. I realize that can be hard to deal with. I don't communicate exceptionally well. All in the past, all forgiven, all forgotten, no big deal. Thank you for coming, Karen, and thank you. Congratulations. Busted my ass for it, man. I really did. At the same time, I didn't. You know what I mean? I almost didn't feel like I deserved it. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Got 12 in here. 12, thank you very much, man. You guys are great. You guys are great. As you guys know, I had to rebuild. I had to rebuild my channel because of just, silly shit. Um, it was partly caused by me. I'll admit that. I'm man enough to admit my wrongs, as I did with Karen. Um, you know, Nobody's perfect. Everybody screws up, man. But you also got to realize we're all just people, and life is hard. You know what I mean? Life is a bitch, and sometimes when life is a bitch, you're an asshole. You don't mean to be. You got much love for everybody, but you're still an asshole. And that's every fucking one of us. We're all assholes. Don't even lie to yourself because you know you are. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Life's not easy, so sometimes you end up being an asshole that day. Rub people the wrong way, and that's just what happens. But we are who we are, and either people accept who we are or they don't. So, with that being said, welcome everybody. I'm gonna talk about a few things I got coming up here. You do have to be sometimes, Rusty. I'm saying, you do. You do, you know what I mean? But mine is not so much being an asshole all the time as just my communication sucks, man. When I'm trying to have a serious conversation and meaningful conversation, I think sometimes I look like I'm being shitty. I think I look like I'm getting shitty. And and that's been the case a lot of times. People have mistook me. There was people that I sent like emails to or just like private messages to, where I was just explaining myself and defending myself in a situation, and they took it like I was trying to make them choose sides, all kinds of stupid shit. So that tells you how good my communication is. So I'm just not going to communicate that way anyway. I'm going to communicate strictly toward this. I'll speak my opinion. I'm me, but we're going to talk about films and we're going to have a good fucking time on this shit. Good fucking time. You see here my banner going. Is the right banner? Yes, it is. Banner going for y'all. Here, I brought some new shit. Check this out first. Check this out. Check this out.
I am a good speller, I am. C-A-T, dog. B-A-T, Rhode Island.
Yeah, you check this out.
I will fill your favorite pipe for you, dear old dad, Pa. G-U-N-P-O-D. TWDER. Tobacco.
The tobacco. I will fill up your pipe for you, dear old dad, Paul. That's great. Yeah, I got many more, but I'll play them here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stacy, what's going on? Stacy, yeah, I see 3 questions in here, and I would like to answer some of them. Would you work for Jaws? What do you mean? Jaws is like your boss? That's kind of a creepy thought, Stacy. Jaws wants to help you set traps and help you meet. Sure, I'd help him. Oh, I set up some real nice motherfuckers for Jaws D. You better believe it. I got a list about 7 people long. That Jaws would be eating them motherfuckers. You might spit a couple of them back out. You know, Jaws even got standards. If Jaws was like Saul, and you could work for Jaws, you'd be crazy, Stacey. What has been your most fun or favorite program to make thus far? That's a great question, Stacey. I love that question. Oh my God. For those of you who haven't seen my Ranking Evil series, I've worked very hard on that. I worked for about a year learning profiling and learning behavioral science and shit like that. And I studied hard on it, and especially to make that series. It didn't take off like I wanted to do, but I'm not done with it yet. I got 2 episodes I haven't uploaded yet. Where do you see them? One of them is, well, I'll just go ahead and tell you, one of them is Freddy Krueger, and the other one is Billy from Black Christmas. So those are going to be really good. But the Ranking Evil series, I'm very proud of. I like the trivia I was doing a year or so ago. I should have never stopped it. I'm bringing it back. I'll talk about that in a minute. Uh, I'll watch alongs. In a way, let me see. I think it was Austin that said that. I'm not sure. It was somebody that said I trailblazed that style of watch along. You know what I mean? I'm just going to start doing it on a regular basis and all that kind of stuff. And I found that to be like one of the greatest compliments. Call me a trailblazer on anything, not not on watch along in general, but just that style, And I thought that was really cool. I was really touched by that. Appreciate that. Um, I've just since I've been doing this, my passion for film has grown even more. I mean, as you can see, I was always, but since I've been doing this, there's certain things I see like in like let me get me started on The Substance. I will talk about that fucking movie for you know I have so many different points about that nobody talks about that I'm dying to get a review done on it. No, not a review, just a discussion on the relationship between the two, the younger her and the older her. Oh, that's gonna be man, that is gonna be fun life. I'm gonna do it. So here and get some questions here. But yeah, just all of it, Stacey. I mean, there's a couple of them that stand out. My work with Night Watch Zone, my work with my sons, I treasure. Um, my work with Ninja, my work with Chris, and then good stuff there. Uh, Even my work with the people that that I don't talk too much anymore, or whatever, or falling out with, but whatever's going on with that. Um, I'm just pretty proud of it all as a whole. I'm not proud of I a few things that I've done, but I've grown and I've learned from that. I move on. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit around and bullshit about it. Fuck it. I learn from shit. I'm not perfect. Shit happens. It almost cost me my shit though. My channel almost was gone, man. Everybody just left me at one point, man. I get on here live stream and be like one person all the time. It's like wow. That's when I realized, you got to figure out the common denominator. If everybody's pissed and at you, you know what I mean? If everybody's if you're in a situation, right, and you're the only one that feels that way and everybody else feels this way, that's one hell of a common denominator, isn't it? And I sit there and I said, maybe I have been wrong a little bit here and there. Hey, Amy King B. James. John, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Underrated. Yes, it's not talked about much. Murder 1600, isn't it? It's not discussed all that much. No. Let me show you. I found that about you, Russell. That's actually interesting about you, Russell. You because you come on because the first things you said when I met you, you was talking about horror films, you was making comments, and I said I was gonna be doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you was like, "Oh, great, that movie's hilarious," and I was like, "Texas Chainsaw Massacre." So you told me right then you had a outlook like my oldest brother used to have. He passed away a couple of years ago, but he found great entertainment and stuff like that, and gore and stuff like that. So to mix that with the fact that you're shy is interesting. I'm actually, believe it or not, I can actually be shy in a way too. Not shy, but just kind of, I don't know. Do you, Baron? Is that why you don't do a whole lot of collabs? Yeah, I know you don't collab a lot. You bring people over and interview, but you don't actually collab very often. Like I was surprised you did with me on the Exorcist book that we did. I was very surprised, man. Yeah, I want everybody to know you can be whatever you want. You can be yourself. You can tell all the truth over here, guaranteed. Because I am a person that I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, orange, homosexual, heterosexual, transsexual. Um, I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Come over here, you be you, and you be comfortable, and you just have a good time. Sometimes I may fly off the rail a bit, and you know, I'm a person who dwells sometimes. I'll dwell on shit. Ignore that. I'll get over it. I'm, you know what I mean? I will, trust me. But when I rebuilt this, I wanted to rebuild it, and I love who I got coming in here right now. I love it. I love the attitude on everybody. We got all different kinds of people in here. It's excellent. You know what I mean? And we also got other people that busy. So we got Cal, Chris C. There's a bunch of other people too. I love this group I got right here. This is really cool. I really appreciate you guys. And would you rather have Hannibal Lecter's eye or Norman Bates' eye? I don't know, man. I'm not sure what their fucking eyes look like. I ain't looked at them, Stacy. Tell me what they look like. Do you know the colors and shit? If you do, I'm gonna trip. It wouldn't surprise me. Outside the box, yes, that's what's cool about it. You can be outside the box. That's fucking great. Let me see. First, I generally am reserved until I get to know someone that I am definitely not. Yeah, oh yeah, you opened right up to me, man. Me and Ninja became friends. As soon as we started talking, we had our channels. The first year or so, we didn't really communicate. We didn't come across each other. But then when we did, we became good friends. And I'm happy to say that he's one that, no matter what was going on with me, he stood right by me. He listened to all my bullshit. He just, you know what I mean? Gave me his honest opinion, and I learned from it. He was right about some shit, and I was wrong. So having friends like Ninja and people like that really helps. Your friends got to be honest with you. You know what I mean? They can't tell you what you want to hear. Turn this down before I get copyright thing. Pulp Fiction playing here. Got Pulp Fiction playing. But Pulp Fiction. Do we got any Pulp Fiction fans in here? We got any Tarantino fans in here? I want to cover Tarantino here real soon. Everybody, and I'm going to start at the beginning. Reservoir Dogs. What's everybody's favorite Tarantino? Let's start with that. Did I play baseball? No, I played a little basketball, played a little football. I did wrestling. Mat wrestling in school. Actually, my seventh grade, I was undefeated in mat wrestling. I didn't get to wrestle last tournament, but the ones I wrestled, I won. You know, back then. So, what's everybody's favorite Tarantino? If you had one Tarantino you could take with you, what would it be? Hey, Chris, how's it going, brother? Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I sit there. I I wasn't really paying attention to it. I wanted to concentrate on just having a good time and keeping myself in check, and you know what I mean, and just being cool, just being calm, just chilling. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like to do more collabs. Have a bad habit of taking over people, talking over people. Hey, so do I, man. So do I. But I have to give you credit, man. Not many people can talk over me, but you you're one of the few that can, Baron. So you absolutely are very good at it. But I don't take it personally, man. I understand. I'm ADHD too. Ooh, yes. Mhm. You know what my favorite part of that whole film is? My favorite part of True Romance is when Christopher Walken and the gangsters come in to Dennis Hopper's trailer, and he starts telling them that story, about that, and he's right there in Christopher Walken's face because he knows they're gonna kill him. He already knows this, so he figures he's just gonna say what he wants to say what he can, and it's such a good scene. It's such a tense scene because this whole time Walking smiling, and he's going, "This guy, act like he likes him and shit, act like he respects what he said." But you just see it in his eyes; he's going to kill him fast. From Bonnie's Kids. Bonnie's Kids? Okay. Hell, you learn something every day. I don't think I've seen Bonnie's Kids. Top three Quentin Tarantino from Ninja. Reservoir Dogs, oh by Jackie Brown, and Glorious Bastard. Interesting. I do agree. Reservoir Dogs is great. I think Jackie Brown's a little underrated. That's the only one of his films that he directed that he didn't write. He got it from a novel. All the rest of them, he wrote the screenplay and all that. Hey, Ryan says Reservoir has some of the best banter. Oh yes, yes, makes you understand. Yeah, the conversation they have in there is not boring at all. Like you take Death Proof. Don't get me wrong, I like Death Proof, but Death Proof does get a bit dialogue-y. If there ain't a word dialogue-y, they just yeah, their banner goes a little too long. Two different groups right in a row. I think Reservoir Dogs is quite perfectly, just like it's like Pulp Fiction does. And then on the Kill Bills, he didn't do that with that. He filled in that space of the talking with action, and different stories. Which I the Kill Bills are absolute masterpieces. No, I have not seen Disney Turner review. No, that's Extremities. Yeah, that was a good review, Rusty. Good job. It is, man. It is. She, but I think she's even better in the Burning Bed. Which all-time favorite film? Mine or theirs? Just waiting here or mine? Say Kill Bill. Ooh, nice choice, Karen. Oh my God, man. Yeah, I think I am gonna go back and do that again sometime. Do the ones I didn't get to do and everything because I had to cut it off, man. I did that for 3 months, man, and Jesus, I was just sick of doing it. I wanted to move on. For 3 months, it was every Tuesday because remember I was I was in watching on the Monday and Tuesday, and then I was doing a Sunday afternoon matinee. So on Monday night, it was just a whatever I do week. And Tuesday night, that was where I was doing my giallo slash Italian horror. So yeah. Oh, like I said, I'm continuing my Ranking Evil series. I'm still going to do the why it's not a slasher. I'm going to do epic discussion, one man discussion on substance. Me and my other son's still here right now. Before he goes back home tomorrow, we're going to over here. We're going to discuss um, Strange Darling, um, the substance. These would be smaller discussion, 2 man discussions. The substance, Strange Darling, and I finally seen Smile, and I'm going to be discussing that too. I watched Smile last night. All-time favorite film, Jesus. Geez, Chris, I'll give you my answer. I can't. You talk about horror or just film in general, man? Because I not that I think is the best one, but Halloween is the one that got me into it to begin with. So I always have to go there. But since then, Chainsaw Massacre has stepped in that part. Now I think possibly, and this may sound weird, possibly the best put together film ever, maybe ever made, or at least one of the top five best all around films ever put together and made. And the way it makes you feel, everything involved is The Exorcist. I really do. I think it's just an all around great film. It's not a horror film, man. It's just horror shit happens in it, you know. And so the else I'm going to be doing, just to finish answering your question, is I'm starting I'm starting a horror trivia tournament. About a year or so ago, I was doing horror trivia shows where and this is the way it went. I would talk to two people. I wouldn't tell anybody the two people that I was talking to. I wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't even tell the two people that I was talking to the other one. They just knew they had an opponent coming. So when trivia night came, it was a matchup. I made up all the questions and stuff like that. And when I clicked on it came live, that's when they found out who they were going to be taking on. That's who they found out their opponent was going to be. It's flipped it on, you know. So it ended up really interesting. The first night it ended up being Sean Blue Digital versus Nightwatch Zone, and then the next week I did it. It was Juno 2000 versus JT. JT's the horror discussion, and then did I do a third one or was that it? Because I had somebody bitching about a screen. I've heard that about Small too, but I gotta be honest with you, man. I wasn't that impressed with Small. I thought it was pretty vanilla. I thought it was pretty much standard cookie cutter mainstream horror. I really did. Had a few elements that made it a little better. Great acting job from was it Sosa Bacon? Was that her name? Oh man, I loved Strange Darling. I'll just tell you that now. Fiction, Kill Bill, and don't get me wrong, they're great. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That, that's true, Ninja. Oh yeah, I'm up forward. Yeah, you know I thought about. Yeah, I mean, Hateful Eight. Oh my God, Hateful Eight has the most tense scene of any Tarantino film. When Samuel Jackson is telling Bruce Dern about what he did to his son and how cool he was to his son, that is so hard to listen to, man. Just like The Substance, parts of that film there where it gets really hard to watch because the cruelty is just unbelievable. Gladiator. Wow, nice, nice, nice. I really love The Godfathers. Like I said, I got some lighter films too that I love. Man, it's just there's so many. You know, I got too many. You know, just but I finally seen the first Smile. So and it was basically what I thought it was going to be. Hey, Missy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Excellent. Yeah, I was hoping you would, Chris. Get with me on Instagram here in a little bit, and we will discuss the time. It's going to be 8 contestants, 4 weeks. We'd have first two the first week, and then the next two people the second week, and then well, I think it's going to be more than four. It had to be more than four. That'd be the first round would be four. Okay, so two people in the first one, two people in the second, two people in the third, two people in the fourth. Those four people will come back. After that 4 weeks is done, those four people will be matched together. There'll be two matches. It will go from four matches to two matches, and then on and on. You know what I mean? And until there's one championship, there's a championship match left, and then I don't know. We'll figure out what we do at that point. I don't know that I haven't got that far. So hell yeah, yeah. Um, I'm trying not to let anyone know who any of the contestants are going to be. Trying to keep that quiet, and you're not going to know who your opponent is either. You're not going to know what kind of questions I'm going to be asking, but it's going to be involving. It's going to be there's going to be like a multiple choice, true or false, or shit like that. If you want to know how it is, I'm going to do it. Go back and check out my horror trivia show. It's called Gorephobes horror Trivia Show. Go check those out, and you'll see exactly how it is. I go about it. I put a lot of work into it, a lot of those questions because I make it to where I can pop the questions up on the screen so that I don't, you can just read it as I'm reading it and telling you what the question is. You'll still have it up there, so if you miss it or whatever, or I mumble because I do have a problem, a little bit of mumbly sometimes. You can see it up there, so it makes it easier. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I've already got. Let me see. See, um, I already got like people, 6 or 7 people. I got room for maybe one more spot. So if anybody's interested, go over to Instagram and message. a personal message. If you think you got what it takes, I can't play, of course, because I have to do the questions, all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll have someone write up some other questions, and I'll take on the champion later on. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. I'll kick the champion's ass. Yeah. Didn't finish it, but I really need to back on. Really? Well, Hateful long, but it just, I mean, Wraith, the Wraith, yeah. Wraith, yeah. I'd say Charlie Sheen. That's my fault. I ain't liking him back then. Really? Hey, HCD, what's going on? Uh, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, do you remember that? Do you remember? Did you watch some of those shows, Baron? Well, oh, yeah. I seen a lot of it. Yeah, when I was younger. Yeah. You talking about that one from the '70s or whatever? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I work hard putting that one together. I've also got some other ideas too. Do you remember? Does anybody remember the idea that I was going to do? I made the trailer for it and everything a couple of years ago, right, right before Halloween time. And it's called Altered Tales, where I take horror films like Halloween or whatever, and I alter something in it, and I tell the story in kind of like a script slash audiobook form. Well, I think I might do that this year, and I think Halloween might be my first. Where I take the film, I start like wherever, and I change it and go on and make my story. I've had the Halloween written for 2 years now, so God. Well, I go everywhere, Rusty. I go Jello. I go slasher. I go, the demon possession types. I go exploitation. Hey, I mean, you never know what fucking will whip out, man. Zombies, vampires, werewolves. I mean, you never know. But it's going to be horror, and in the but it like in the very last question though will not necessarily be horror. That's what I did before. But the very last question is just film in general. Like I say, if anybody's curious for anything, or think you might be interested, go back and check out the. I think I have yeah, I got a playlist of it, don't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Here, while I'm quiet here, let's do this. One more here. How about some?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, sucker. Let's get it on. Oh, you want to fight?
Yeah, here you go.
Yes, Your Highness.
Bark like a dog. A big dog.
Yeah, yeah. I put a bunch of new ones in there. Oh man, you got to remember, I have a few interviews in there, man. I interviewed quite a few people. I just interviewed Tormund Lean, the one who played the Killer Santa Claus in Christmas Cruelty. That was his very first YouTube interview. He gave me his very first, man. I was very honored about that. Very honored. And for Ingvar and Raymond and all them creators, I've been friends of mine for a long time. It'd be so funny. She was very, oh man, dude. Oh my God. Della Reese. Della Reese, man, in Harlem Nights is absolutely gold. My favorite TV show is Sopranos. All right. I have not seen all the Sopranos yet. My son and I are planning on going through it. Right now, we're going through Boardwalk Empire, which I love. But oh man, I always been a superstar, brother. I always acted like one anyway, didn't I? You know, I did, man. Can you believe some people think that I am arrogant? Can you believe that? I don't think I'm arrogant. You? like it's not intentional. I don't mean to be arrogant. Kind of obnoxious, but no, I don't know about arrogant. Here, wait. Here. How about some? Oh, how about some of this?
My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breath.
My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breath. Yeah. Jason Robards had played vampires. Should Jason Robards have played vampires? You mean like this vampire in general? Well, that's okay to see. You can just watch. You don't have to. I mean, ain't gonna shame anybody for it. Shame. That reminds me of what we do in the shadows. That movie is fucking hilarious, man. That's one of the best comedies to come out in the last 20 years, in my opinion. What we do in the shadows. Oh my god, I'm doing my dark bidding. What do you mean? I'm beating on a table. Bucks. Oh wait. Do you mean just the vampire in general, or I mean, um, I'm trying to think here. I had an idea. Can't remember who it is. I think a good pick for vampire was Chris Sarandon. You know, that's a really good pick for him. You know, he just looks dark and shit like that anyway. He's just, and what's funny is you see him as a he's like a transsexual or something like that in Dog Day Afternoon, and I thought that was such an interesting role for Chris Sarandon. You know what I mean? Because like you see him in the Sentinel, and you see him in California, Fright Night, and on. He's done amazing. But then you see him, you know what I mean? He did such a good job, man. It just doesn't matter what he does it? I goes Lincoln trivia, Russell. Now, Stacy, you might be interested in doing that trivia. Stacy got knowledge off the ass, man. Stacy might have more than me. Now about horror, film in general, probably not many could not many is gonna know more than me horror. But I have met a few. I have met a few that know more, that are more well rounded in their horror than I am. There's one particular that I met, one guy in particular that I met, and I was just amazed at this guy's knowledge, man. And it's Lauren over at Visited by the Voices. This guy, I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. This guy is just, he knows about every country and its horror and everything. He talk about shit, and I was like, what? I mean, I knew a lot of these stuff Japanese and everything, but he's going to Indian horror and all kinds of shit, man. I was like, wow, this fucking guy knows his shit, man. It's like, how in the hell? And he's a lot younger. How in the hell did he learn that much in a amount of time? I guess I was just partying and hanging out too much earlier in my life before I got sick, and you know, and being agoraphobic and everything. I did have a life where I was, wild, fun having teenager, going out and getting laid, drunk, partying, and jamming my band and everything. So maybe during that particular age, maybe Lauren was watching films instead. I, I, much as I love films, I think I made the right choice when I was young. I think going out and getting laid and all that kind of stuff as a young man and a teenager sounds like a lot more fun than watching films. That's just my opinion. I see some Al Capone. Ooh, Jason Robards, Al Capone. Yeah. Now in that Boardwalk Empire, I can't remember his name, but he was in Snatch. He plays Al Capone, a younger Al Capone, and you watch him grow as Al Capone, and he's done a really good job. Simmons is never too young. We'll see. Yeah, I was blown away the first time I ever seen Gene Simmons. His first film, I think, was Runaway, maybe, with Tom Selleck. And you guys remember that one? Where he was a creepy villain that made all the little machines, playing machines and shit. Uh, that's the first time I've seen him with short hair like that. And it's weird, you know. It's very very strange. Um, I'm a big early Kiss fan. You know, I know Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley are assholes and all this, blah blah, and they fight back and forth. But I'm a huge early Kiss fan. Matter of fact, I'm a big H3. I'm an H3 sure right now. I'm always gonna be on Ace's side. Not correct talk show. What is up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just doing a 1,000 subscriber celebration here and hanging with the chat. Everybody, welcome. Number 17 goes. Well, all righty. Long as you ain't no troll, everything's gonna be groovy. If you're a troll, I'm gonna, you know, if I comes in here as a troll, I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna chop you down to size. So, you know, Brian De Palma, hell yes. All man, all you take Brian De Palma from the mid '70s, you know, like Session and shit, all the way through fucking Dress to Kill, Blowout, Body Double, you know, all the way through those, man. They're all great. Fucking Carrie, the Fury, that's what some people don't talk about. It's damn good. Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Vanity, wow, that's a name I heard a lot. Remember, she played a small role in Terror Train as well. Vanity did, and she did the Last Dragon. The Last Dragon is great. It's just yeah, total entertainment. Absolutely. You think of Dexter? You see, I have seen some of Dexter. Now, with Dexter's weird. My ex-wife, she loved Dexter and she watched it. So I caught. It's weird. I just coming through. I wasn't interested. You know, I didn't want to watch it at the time. But if I sat down for 2 minutes and watched this show, I was already into it. So I ended up seeing several episodes like that. You know, it's like bouncing around through seasons. I'd see different episodes. That's a weird show. You can catch it. Never seen it before. You can catch it in the middle of season 3 and get into it quick in Dexter, and that's rare. So I will watch all of that eventually. Ooh, love David Cronenberg. Chris already knows. Chris is asking a question here. He knows how I feel about David Cronenberg. The last several years, I don't know. Crash was just fucking just out of this world. Um, I absolutely adore Shivers, Rabid, The Brood, Scanners, all those. I'm not a big Videodrome fan at all. It just doesn't click with me. I think it's silly, but you know, it's just my opinion. History of Violence was good. You know, he did a few things were out there. Now, in my opinion, the substance is what Cronenberg should be doing. Cronenberg and his son need to learn from core life for the, you know what I mean? Absolutely, man. That's you know, she's better than both of them. Sorry, she is. A cinematic horror movie scene. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Um, I have no idea. I'd have to name most of them. You know, I really would. Literally, yeah, yeah. Rutger Hauer's just everywhere, wasn't he? The first few seasons of Dexter. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't know you were, you know, felt awkward and stuff like that, Baron. You know, you don't need to, man. You know, and yeah, yeah, you talk a lot. So do I. Don is all. Okay. Also, you guys were asking what I was going to be doing. Um, Chris and I are still going to be doing that found footage show. You know, because I'm a big fan of good found footage. You know, if it's good, it's real good. That's what really found footage is. Shrouds. Don't know. Trinity Killer was that the one that John Lithgow played? I didn't see a lot of that part, but I did see an episode or so where he was the bad guy. So yeah, here, let me go here.
Donation. Donation. I thought it was the trash. Don't we get no money in there? I whip your ass, class. Don't call me that. I you tall black motherfucker. There's women up inside. I don't give a fuck about that. Ain't nobody give me money.
They just fucking arguing among themselves. It's crazy as hell. You tall black motherfucker. You see here. Oh, here. Oh, look. Oh, God.
Hour and a half. That's it. A man's got to put in overtime for me to get off.
Some men go an hour and a half. That's it. Man's got to put in overtime to get me off. It's like, oh, like here, one.
I've got a secret. I worship the devil.
Yeah. Looking, coming to America, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Strauss Cronenberg, is it? Okay. I haven't seen it. I haven't been into Cronenberg for quite a few years because, he just started doing, you know, I like his first 4 or 5 films the best out of all. Huge fan, love him, love him. For his first 4 or 5 films, in my book, are not touched by very many. Scanners is my favorite. Matter of fact, I got a one sheet poster right here that I took down and changed my posters around. Here's my actual theatrical one sheet scanner. So yeah, I've had that up for like a year and a half, 2 years. So yeah. First movie, Terrifier. Oh, absolutely. In my opinion, the original Terrifier is the best one by far. I think. I don't think the others capture what that one does. Ugh, I just don't. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the sequel yet, Stacy. Means he coming to America during dating montage. He would date what? When he was in there meeting all the different women, and you know what I mean. You get that woman that says, "I guess I'm kind of single. My husband's on death row." Really, he was date rape. Really? Wow, that's excellent. Yeah, I don't think left that I haven't played yet. Well, yeah, death row in here.
You know, baby, I'm almost single. My husband's on death row.
Yeah, she sure is. Right here.
Oh, you want to hit people with garbage cans. Now I got to cut you.
Yeah. Oh, you like people with. I know, girl. His pussy is so good. Just you threw up there and turned into sunshine. They say he meets someone else that is Leslie Jones' character. Yeah, okay, and she date rapes, and that's how he is. Oh, okay. Okay, well, see, I didn't know that. Very cool, very cool. Agim, yeah, yeah. You appreciate it if you stop using obscenities in front of these people, because you got that scene. Remember when Samuel Jackson, before people knew who he was, is robbing them, right? And please refrain from using any more obscenities in front of these people. He goes, well, I never need to. I'll be forced to thrash you. He goes, fuck you. And he got nailed. Yeah, it is, man. It is weird. It's very unique. Of course, that's a Wes Craven film. But I do believe Eddie Murphy. I think they both wrote the screenplay. Murphy, when you get Murphy writing a screenplay, he had two really huge winners right in a row with Coming to America and Home. They're both just ridiculously funny. With oh my God, I know Harlem Nights. I mean, look, you got Del Reese, you got Danny Aiello, you got Richard Pryor, you got Eddie Murphy, you got, I mean, fuck, even goddamn what's her name throwing in there? I can't remember. The one that played what's her name in A Different World? I don't remember. Mike Tyson's ex-wife, goddamn it, fuck, her name. But anyway, it's a hell of a cast in that. Red Fox, Del Reese, they're all in there. You know, you better jump. I would tell you to kiss my ass, Benny, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker. Direct. Ooh, okay, okay. Tud will play double. Lead direct. Sure, sure I would. Hey, Miss Bliss, how you doing? Little Miss Bliss in the chat. What is up? Thank you for coming by. Thank you, thank you. We're just doing a celebration here. I appreciate everybody coming in here like this and everything. It's been great, man. We had 17 people at one time, still got 13. We're rocking and rolling. Having a good time talking bullshit. Absolutely. I'll do a few more questions and talking here for just a few more minutes, and then I'll let you guys go. But boss, film called Fatal Beauty. Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, Sam Elliott, dude. That dude hit a certain age. Every woman on the planet thought that dude was sexy, man. I swear to God. That's interesting. Sam Elliott, Whoopi Goldberg, and Brad Dourif. My favorite thing I ever seen Whoopi Goldberg do was in Ghost, when she goes in. She's supposed to be Rita Brown or whatever, or Rita, yeah, yeah, and she signs the check. She was trying to get the money, to fuck over the dude, and she and uh, she writes down her name, and she said, "Oh, can I have that back, please?" I wrote down the wrong name. The guy's like, "Okay, agree." Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's interesting. I ain't seen it in a while. Um, like yeah, I think I seen Life once. And then you got 48 hours. That's a good one. Let's see. Eddie Murphy had a streak where he was doing really well. Now, take Boomerang. You got fucking, um, that's an early Halle Berry movie. Jasmine Guy. That's the other chick was because she was also in Boomerang. You know, um, Bone Tall. Okay, yeah. Says Paul. She wants you to consult with them, and she'll give you all the cigarettes you ever want. I don't know, man. I don't know because I'm currently trying to give up the cigarette. I think I'm going to go with Ninja's plan because the patches aren't working. I just like the act. You know what I mean? I've done the act so long. I just so I think I'm going to try to switch off to like the vapes. You know what I mean? And see if that will help me. Keep busy and do what I like to do. Cause I'm just kind of fidgety, man. Stuff in. Ooh, excellent, excellent. Yeah, I got I got a couple days ago. I got some shit. Oh yeah, he is. Well, look, he's playing off of you know what I mean. I think that was written by Dan Aykroyd, wasn't it? And Dan Aykroyd can write those kind of films. He's really good at it. And he knew just what to write for Eddie. With him writing shit today he's doing, or it was at least written by their friend, the one that passed away, uh, Harold Ramis. So and he's even better. He's the best of all of them. They're writing shit. Yeah, dude wrote all kinds of shit, man. He's just, yeah, yeah. Because I really didn't want to quit him. You know what I mean? Opinion. You enjoy Jen driving? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I enjoy. You know what I mean? Those 80s, you talk about the 80s one, but if that's what you're talking about, 80s, it's either late 80s or 90s. Um, yeah. There's also that one where, God, what was the name of that one? It was about the drive-in there, and they were in the restaurant actually the whole time. Prior. Oh, Richard Pryor, dude. Yeah. There's a film he is in where he plays a union worker. I forgot the name. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember either, man. Now you take I think Michael Keaton is a brilliant comedian, man. But he can play he can play anything, Michael Keaton. I think he is one of the more underrated actors there is. Wow, way over yeah. Yeah, I think Pryor's had a better delivery with what he said. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're 10 rolls of toilet paper on that motherfucker, Like, hey, Phil, what's going on? Phil's creepy viz in the house. What's going on, man? Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. So let's go nuts. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one. See, this is what I love. I love here talking to you guys. I may mention some shit that you don't know. I may teach you something. You may teach me something. You know what I mean? Phil just recently got the Eddie werewolf. He's a howling, from NECA, the NECA Ultimate, and it looks pretty good. I want to get my hands on. Mine's on pre-order. Mine hasn't showed up. So uh, my name is Peaches. Yeah, it's so great. Oh man, he just he's so fucking just fun. He's just like like Mr. Mom. That's a long time ago, and he didn't hit any kind of really fame, because he did that. He did the other one too, where he was in that factory. Well, what's the name of that one where they all just kind of get fired or some shit or something? That was a good one. The New Kids. Ooh, the New Kids. That's pretty good, man. That's Lori Laughlin and Spader, right? No, that's not Spader. No, Spader's in Tough Turf. Who's the kid that's in there with Lori Laughlin? Oh, Syndicate. Oh, that one, the Mecca. Well, I didn't get a chance to really. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, some places it's coming out, and some places it isn't. You know what I mean? Clean and sober. Yeah, that was about. Yeah, yeah, that was rough. And look at the maniac he played in Pacific Heights. That was great. With Matthew Modine and or Melanie Griffith. Yeah, man, he's just always been good, man. He's fucking funny, and he can step right back into comedy anytime he wants. He's still got that. He's still got the same knack, same knack. What do you guys think about Jim Carrey? What he's done lately with those Sonic films and stuff. I think he's absolutely brilliant in those Sonic. My son loves all three of those, and he talked me into watching them and shit with him. I'm not interested at all, but I did it for him, and I ended up enjoying them. I think Jim Carrey makes those shows, man. He really does. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, yeah. The guy can do anything, man. He just he really can. He can do anything, and it's very cool. I love that. Like so with Jim Carrey, what he did in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and what everybody did in that movie, I think that movie's a fucking masterpiece. I think Eternal Sunshine is a masterpiece. Um, you know, great cast, great writing, just smart writing, man, smart. It's real clever. Team up with a spider, but shit, I don't know. How about the spider that tries to eat the incredible shrinking man? That's a hell of a spider. Hell yeah, there you go. Make a Halloween 3 sequel. Ooh, that that would be interesting, Stacy. Here, check this out, guys. If you haven't seen that, make a Halloween 3 sequel, which I think would be very interesting. I would definitely go see that, regardless. I'd have to. I'm not big on sequels because they're doing too much, just like remakes. But that would be interesting. I would be intrigued by that. The Halloween 3 sequel and have James Spader play like the grandson of Colonel Cochran. That would be cool. Spader could do it. Hell yeah, he could. First thing I ever seen him Spader in was Endless Love. He played Brooke Shields' brother. He's a real dickhead. Keeps cool. It's a yeah. That's the '80s. Yeah. It's been years since I've seen it. I have to check it out again. But yeah, relate to that film. Yeah. So do I, Russell. Yeah. So do I. Been there and done that. I don't have any of those problems anymore. I had a drinking problem bad when I was younger. Haven't touched a drop in 7 years. Uh, yeah, just one day I just woke up and was like, man, I just don't even want to. It just every time I thought about it, I gagged, and I don't know if that was divine intervention or what, because I didn't even have. And you're talking about years of me drinking 6 days a week at least, and a lot for several hours. I mean, like 8, 10, 12, 14 hours straight. And then one day I'm able to just not touch it, do it anymore, you know, and not have any withdrawals or anything. That's like some divine intervention to me. I swear to God, that's God's honest truth. Because I used to be sick, you know what I mean? Just woke up and was like, man, that's just nasty. Blew people's minds, it really did. That had to have been because it just don't work that way. You know, bad influence, yeah. Jack's back. I hated that title of that name, that film though, man. I thought Jack's back. I thought that title sucked. I seen that title and it in no way made me want to watch that movie. Jack's back. It just didn't. Hey, Steve, what's going on, brother? I gave you a wrench and everything, bro. How are you doing, man? Good accomplishment. Yeah. You know, I was so worried here. I'll let you guys know something. I was so worried about, let's say, my first year or two of YouTube. I was so concerned about the subscribers. I mean, I don't think it's an ego thing, is what it was. But after a couple of years, about the time I got up to 600, I stopped worrying about it. You know, and I was worried to death because people wouldn't subscribe. I worked my ass off. People wouldn't sub. Um, and it was so slow. Chris is at that problem right now, and I told you it's not going to stay that way, Chris. It's really not, man. You're going to come across people, and you're going to start building up. And next thing you know, it'll hit a hot spot, man, and you'll get, like I remember, oh shit, what about 4 or 5 months ago when I put that PJ Souls vid out, the one that's got 153,000 views. That's my biggest video, 153,000 views. Very proud of that. I got two of them over 100,000 views, as a matter of fact. But that one in particular, well, no, the 153, that's the discussion on I Spent on Grade. But the PJ Souls one's got like 113, 114,000. And did it like 4 months ago. Put it out. It's just a little tribute thing where I showed pictures and played music with it. Um, it was a cool little tribute because I like PJ Souls a lot. And, it grew a lot, man. Ended up getting a lot of likes. And that night when it blew up, I ended up getting like 80 subscribers in one night because of that video. You know, that's the one that took me from 800 and something to 900 and something. But after that happened, wham! I hit a wall, and for like 2 months. I swear to God, in 2 months I gained maybe 3 or 4 subscribers, and that you talk about I was like fuck. I wasn't worried about it anymore, but still, it was still in the back of my mind. I was thinking, geez, man, have I lost it or something? But Chris is going to be great. You know what I mean? Chris getting if anyone here is not sub to Chris C, go over there and sub. He does great content, very passionate, a great film lover, very nice guy, very cool guy. Um, he's getting closer to 300. I'd like to see him definitely get that soon. Boost the spirits up so that you know what I mean. Like I can tell you a little down about it because we all have those times, unless we're the blessed creators, all us regular guys, all us working man creators. We're gonna have those really slow times. It happens. What's weird is it usually happens when you're putting out your best content or what you feel like is your best content, the content you're the most passionate about. It doesn't seem like other people want to see, but the stuff you don't work as hard on, and you know what I mean, and stuff you just kind of put out for entertainment purposes, that's the shit that takes off and you grow from. You know, like Ranking Evil, I would love for people to give out a chance to really check that out because I think people would like it. And it's different than anything else on YouTube. I promise you, nothing else on YouTube like that. Oh yeah, that wall's a bitch, man. When you think about it, I don't got that many vids, really. I just got a little over 400 vids. So to get 1,000 off that, doing the kind of content and everything that I do, that's not bad. Let's see. On YouTube. It sure is. It sure is. And and but the weird thing about it is at one point I was doing so many different things, wrestling. I was starting to talk about music, and I had horror, and I had non-horror, and I just don't think it knew what the hell to do. I don't think algorithm knew what the hell to do with it. They just like, what the hell? You know, is it Chris? Is it ego thing? I know. Yeah, you got a big ego, man. You got a big, yeah. That's okay. That's part of what makes you, the guy you are. Is it gives you your passion. That's all that is. Getting thousands do stuff because you're never gonna, you know, uh, creators like us, we're never gonna get a chat with 100,000 people in it. So if we have 5,000, like Nightwatch Zone's got 30,000 or whatever, 50,000 or whatever subs, and you know, you don't see hundreds or thousands of people. You know, it's just not gonna happen like that. So when you think about it, that number doesn't mean shit because you're still going to have that same 10, 15 people in your chat, your little people. And that's what matters. You know what I mean? I would say, and I know you work a lot, so that kind of hurts you. You work during a time when it's really heavy traffic going on, so that makes it, if that wasn't the case, Chris, your schedule would be a little different, you know, but you're going to grow, man. Don't worry. Trust me, man. Trust me. I wouldn't lie to you. Good job. All right. Give another couple minutes here, and then I'll let you guys go. Yeah, man. Do you remember the one that me and Dirk did? The two-parter, like deep dive discussion on it, and the first one got struck and taken down. They never even gave me that video back, so I just got rid of the second one too. You know, well, they have the second part. That the only strike I ever had was on Clockwork Orange, and it was because that little bit of music at the very beginning. I put that there to kind of give ambiance when it was opening up. It was boom, at the very beginning of Clockwork Orange. That for like 2 seconds they struck it and took it off there. I was like, damn. Yeah, yeah. Oh well. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Um, still getting a lot of good views. Yeah, yeah. That's just yeah. It's crazy. It just happens. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, I think so. A long while back, yeah. Oh yes, yeah. But still, even though it is bullshit like that, you know what I'm saying? I am still proud to have those two videos with over 100,000. You know what I mean? Still, fuck it. You know, I think anybody would be, even though we know, at least it worked in my favor those two times. You know what I mean? It really worked a lot in my favor those two times. But it didn't make my channel, get thousands of subs. Those 150,000 views. Um, well, no, the 114,000 views from the PJ. Like I said, I got like 80 subs. That's a really small percentage compared to 114,000 lot, that viewed it, you know? So it's gonna be like that, man. And just like a lot of people, even if they like a video, they forget to like it. But yeah, would you guys please like this for me and hit that bell, man, so my shit's coming. I'm gonna entertain you. I'm doing my best to entertain you. I'm always gonna tell you the truth. Tell you how it is. Always gonna get the truth from me. Truth and integrity. I always promise that. And my passion. But yeah, anybody wants to do that trivia tournament, throw your name in the hat. Go over to Instagram or X and let me know. Just private message me. Thank you everybody for coming. I so much appreciate it. This has been a great stream. It's been a great day. You know, got over that hump. That's behind me now. Let's continue on what we're just doing. If you haven't seen Ranking Evil, go fucking watch it. I got two more of those coming out. So yeah, you guys have a great night. Thank you again. Always much appreciated. Much love to you all. You see, I'm gonna leave you with something. Here, let me leave you with my white trash, drunk white trash chick. Guys, take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I will catch you later. I am agoraphobe, and you are not. Take it easy.
For real. Good luck to you. Your raggedy ass goddamn family for real. That's why you is a whole ass bitch for real. Reason why the f you live a miserable life except that you dumb, ugly, and for real. You should work for Putnam County. What the f you doing out here? You raggedy ass for real. Stupid bitch for real. How the f you got somebody else driving under the influence? Nigga, no goddamn keys in the ignition. Was nobody driving? You stupid for real. Hey, count this. Oh, Putnam County. That's what the f don't cut him out of his face. Cause his chick the same too. Cause he's dumb for real. He ugly. He's stupid for real. Work for Putnam County.
Because I am agoraphobe, and you are not.